Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here. Pokemon Heart Gold with a team of Espeon and Umbreon made for a great pairing. So let's go back to a single challenge. Can I beat Pokemon White2 with only one Chimchar?
But Solar, last time you said it would be Pokemon White, not White2.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Our boy only gains one additional move this generation, Acrobatics. A fly move that increases its power whether the user is holding an item or not. That could come in handy depending on the scenario, but we'll see. For TMs, we gain Flame Charge, Low Sweep, Round, and Incinerate. But we lose Stealth Rock, Captivate, Sleep Talk, Nature Gift, and Rock Climb. That's partly because Rock Climb isn't an HM in this generation, but yeah. And we get an interesting spread for Move Tutor moves. This is why I went to White 2 instead of White. In Pokemon White, we can only learn Fire Pledge from the move tutors. So, that. I know we can't beat this generation without giving ourselves some type coverage. We're gonna have a hard enough time against Unova's Ground, Water, and Dragon gyms. So with that, let's go over the rules. Only Chimchar can be used in battle. I can use other Pokemon for HMs. No glitches or exploits, and no items in battle, with the exception of held items. Without any further ado, let's do this. Using the Universal Randomizer, we swap out to Pig for Chimchar. He has a hardy nature, so neutral across the board, effectively giving us a mixed attacker depending on EVs. I get a feeling we're going to be relying on speed. Usually I'm not a fan of Generation 5's moving sprites, but look at this happy boy. As a side note, some of you had requested a punches only Chimchar run, but I haven't figured out a way to set it so that Chimchar starts with his hidden ability Iron Fist, so until I can get that figured out, it'll just be a regular Chimchar for these challenges. Let's see how our first rival battle goes. And it goes fairly interesting, with his starter's tackle being stronger than our scratch. So I go for the 2 Leer strat as Oshawott goes for Tail Whips. And a couple scratches later, lands our first victory and level up. Good start so far. Like before, I'll be handling the EV training as we go to avoid being overleveled. Speaking of being overleveled, time for our rival battle. So yeah, I'll eat my own words for the moment as we take down our rival's Oshawott with just a few scratches. Elder's trainees are dispatched easily, and this triggers Chimchar's evolution. Just kidding. Now, it's gym time. Gym Leader Sharon's up. Patrat is down after 2 embers. Lillipup puts up more of a fight, surviving the first 2 embers before getting healed by a potion. It then takes 2 more embers before going down. So that's our first gym badge, done and dusted. A basic victory for us. Afterwards, Bianca gives us TM27 return. You can bet your bottom dollar we'll be using this later. Moving on to Burbank City, and with that, the Burbank City Gym. Right before that, we equip the Silk Scarf to Solar to boost its normal type attacks. So now, Gym Leader Roxy's up. Coughing survives the first Ember and gets burned, and then the next Ember takes it out. Whirlipede survives our first Flame Wheel as we are poisoned and take a Venoshock going down to 18 HP, with the poison pushing us to 12 HP. But we finish off Whirlipede off with another Flame Wheel and Solar levels up to 21. And that's the second gym badge done and dusted. A toxic battle leaving us the victor. Skipping right ahead to Gym Leader Berg. As expected, his bug Pokemon are no trouble for our fire Pokemon. Dweeble did nearly one-shot Solar, but in the end, we won. So that's our third gym badge done and dusted. You must yield at this intersection. Colress went up in flames in a similar fashion with his Steel-type Pokemon. Onwards to the Nimbasa City. Gym Leader Elza's up. But with Volt Switch dealing about half of our HP, even with Facade at our side, we don't last long. We teach Solar Dig to give us a bit more type coverage, but Volt Switch still deals too much damage for us to be effective here. Gonna need to level grind for a bit. So at level 37, Imonka is hit with Flame Wheel going down to under half before striking with Volt Switch and swapping out to Flaffy. Solar digs underground to dodge Flaffy's Thunder Wave. Emerging next turn to nearly knock out Flaffy, Solar then is paralyzed with Thunder Wave. Elsa heals Flappy back to full as Solar hits with a crit facade, knocking it out in one shot. Elsa's Emolga uses Volt Switch again to bring out Zep Striker, who takes a brunt of facade and then heals with its Citrus Berry. Zep Striker then hits Solar with Flame Charge, raising its speed before getting knocked out by another facade. Solar takes one more Volt Switch before finishing off Emolga with a final facade, ending the battle. 4th gym badge done and dusted. I hate to bolt on you, Elsa. We then swat away Team Plasma so that we can move on to our next challenge, Triple Battles. Twitter and Google are my fodder Pokemon that go down right away in the triple battle as we chip away at Archon. Luckily it's burned right away. After that we knock out Sigilyph and then we are auto-centered to take on Tortuga. But it's no match for our Dig, you dig? Though that battle could have ended differently if it had used Aqua Jets. Oh well, moving on to Driftvale City. What's kinda neat is that since the season is winter in the game, there is a light snowstorm happening in Driftvale City. I think it's kinda cool. While battling Team Plasma's Rude, Solar levels up to 39 and learns Acrobatics. This is a new move for me as I've never used it on Chimchar before. So we'll see how it goes. With that, it's gym time. But unfortunately, no matter how many times we try, Intimidate lowers our physical attack and Solar is 2-shot by Bulldoze. Since I was working on this challenge during the holidays, I wasn't able to make much progress during that time. But when I could, I learned that there was a move tutor in Driftvale right next to the Poke Center who would teach Pokemon moves in exchange for red shards. But I only had 2. Luckily, I found out there was a gentleman in Imbasa City's Poke Center who gives 10 red shards. So now we have 12 at our disposal. So I gave it some thought and it'll be best if we hang on to these for later. It's back to level grinding. Hopefully I won't need to get to level 47 for Flamethrower, but we might. Though I did have a crazy idea. We could go in the battle Poison to boost Facade. So at level 42, we managed to knock out Kuroko Rock this time, and then we are taken down by Escadrille Slash. It was worth a shot, but back to level grinding. So we try again at level 47. With the help of being overleveled and Flamethrower, Intimidate doesn't slow us down as we one-shot all of Clay's Pokemon, earning our 5th gym badge. Solar basically grounded all of Clay's team. At the PWT, we learned that Solar's hidden power is Grass. Now we just have to get hidden power, which is available at the PWT for 18 battle points. For now, we'll learn Thunder Punch from the move tutor. This will help us with a little bit of type coverage for now. After competing at the PWT, we take on Team Plasma, but with extreme ease. It helps that we're overleveled. Despite that, we run into some troubles trying to farm battle points in the PWT. So it doesn't look like we'll be getting the hidden power this time around. So let's move on for now. While making our way through Milstralton City Gym, Solar levels up to 50. Since we've done a few of these, it's interesting to see how the stats lay out throughout these challenges. I'm not going to overanalyze them right now, they're just going to be on screen for you to look at. Gym Leader Skyla's up. Thankfully, Thunder Punch gets us through her first 2 Pokemon. Skarmory survives the first Flamethrower, gets healed, survives the next Flamethrower thanks to Sturdy, but the 3rd Flamethrower knocks it out, and we level up to 51, ending the battle. 6th gym badge done and dusted. Got a jet. Leaping ahead to our next rival battle. Unfezed takes a couple Thunder Punches before going down, and Samara is down by a crit Thunder Punch. Finally, Simisage is one-shot by Flamethrower. Now I know we are over-leveled at this point, but Solar can be pretty fragile, so it does come in handy for later. Before taking on the Oplu City Gym, we teach Solar TM27 Return as an upgrade for Facade. While battling trainers heading towards the gym leader, we are stopped by 2 trainers that require us to bring 3 healthy Pokemon into battle before proceeding. So I have to go back to get our HM users. But now, gym leader Drayden is up. So after a misclick of Flamethrower and a few returns, we knock out Drayden. But return isn't enough as Flygon knocks us out with Rock Slide. This is going to be a bit of trouble. Now I could hunt for some red shards so that Solar can learn Ice Punch. It would certainly help with this gym. But then we lose our coverage against Rock-type Pokemon. Sure, Generation 5 allows you to use TMs indefinitely, but move tutors cost shards. So it's back to level grinding. Thank goodness for the Lucky Egg. Let's try this again at level 66. We can 2-shot Druddigon with Return, but Flygon can still 1-shot us with Earth Power this time. Interesting enough, while level grinding, Solar gained Pokerus. It doesn't really change things for this challenge, but it's still kinda neat to see. So at level 69, nice. Druddigon still takes 2 returns as usual, while getting a slash in before going down. Return then crits to knock out Flygon in 1 shot. I'll take it. We get Haxorus down to half with the first return as it heals itself with a Citrus Berry and then sets up a Dragon Dance. Haxorus survives the next return to land Dragon Tail on Solar, getting him down to 26 HP. Drayden heals Haxorus, but we get a crit on the next return to knock out his last Pokemon, ending the battle. Not bad for still holding the Lucky Egg from level grinding. Whoops. Anyways, that's the 7th gym badge done and dusted. That was legendary. Leaping ahead to the Hamilao City gym leader, Marlin. Thunder Punch gets us through Carracosta, but then Wailord tanks the next one before knocking us out. Guess we're gonna need to level grind a little. Trying again at level 76 with the Expert Belt equipped. We're able to 1-shot Wailord with Thunder Punch. And then Geosect is 1-shot by Thunder Punch, ending the battle. 8th gym badge done and dusted. Wave goodbye to Marlin for now, boys and girls. Now to take on the Team Plasma bosses. Colress is first up. Like before, Flamethrower gets us through the battle despite a couple of his Pokemon having the Sturdy ability. Though we are given a bit of bad luck with Paralysis, we won in the end. Next is Ghetsis. And no matter what we do, we can't survive a hit from Seismitoad's Muddy Water. So we need to do something about that. Grass Knot unfortunately is out of the question since it's only accessible after we defeat the Elite Four. So we're gonna need to grind out battle points at the PWT. But this will prove difficult as Driftveil sets our Pokemon to level 25. So we can't always guarantee a win in the tournament. This'll take a while. After days of grinding for battle points, we finally earned enough to pick up TM10 Hidden Power and teach it to Solar. But despite having a type advantage move, we're still knocked out by his Drapion. I keep saying it, but we're gonna have to level grind a bit, but this is so that we can 1-shot Seismitoad so that we're in better standings for Drapion. And maybe we'll be strong enough to 1-shot it as well. That would be nice. So, after a lot of level grinding to 84, Cofferegus takes 2 Flamethrowers before going down. Seismitoad is 1-shot by a crit Hidden Power. Drapion nearly goes down to Flamethrower but survives and hits Solar with Earthquake. We're able to take the hit and eventually knock out Drapion. Hydreigon is hit with Return and responds with Dragon Rush. Here I thought we were done for, but we somehow survive with 12 HP, then recover back up to 23 HP. So the next return knocks it out. Now our Blaze ability is activated, allowing our Flamethrower to 1-shot Electros and Toxicroak, ending the battle. Now it is time to head up to Victory Road and our final rival battle. Things start off pretty good with Solar 1-shotting Unpheasant and Buffalant each. Thanks to Solar holding the Lucky Egg as we battle our way up Victory Road, we gained a healthy amount of levels. But it appears to be not enough as Oshawott survives a Thunder Punch before knocking out Solar with Surf. I guess I need to level grind a little bit more. We swap in the Expert Belt and level up to 93. But Thunder Punch is still not strong enough to knock out Samurott in 1 shot, and we cannot survive a Surf at max HP. Samurott has higher defense over special defense, so if I level up Solar a bit more, Hidden Power might be able to do the trick to overcome Samurott. Or we get better luck with Thunder Punch. Only one way to find out. On one of our attempts, we test out Hidden Power to find out. It's not as potent as Thunder Punch against Samurott. So at level 97, we finally can knock out Samurott with Thunder Punch. And then we finish off the battle with a single Flamethrower to Simisage. It took us nearly getting to level 100, but we eventually got done. Now with that taken care of, we arrive at the peak of Victory Road, the Pokemon League. It is clear that we are over leveled, but it is also clear that Chimchar is very fragile at this phase of the game. We're gonna need the levels. Comment down below your guesses if we can complete this challenge or not. I feel we should be able to power through the Elite Four, but the champion may be our biggest struggle. I did go back to pick up a few items like the Evilite and equipped it to Solar. But without any further ado, let's do this. We start things off with Chantel, but she gives us quite a bit of trouble, so we'll try her again later. Let's go give Grimsley a go. Playpar gets a fake out in before it is one-shot by Flamethrower. Crocodile intimidates Solar on arrival, and then takes a Flamethrower before getting hit with Rock Tomb. We take it like a boss but get our speed lowered. Grimsley heals with a full restore, but goes down again to Flamethrower. We are outsped and hit with Earthquake, but Evilite keeps us alive, and the following Flamethrower knocks out Crocodile. Then a Blazing Flamethrower sends Scrafty and Bisharp packing. Next is Elite Four and former head of the Battle Castle, Caitlyn. Bisharna takes a couple Flamethrowers to go down, but yawns us to sleep in the process. With Solar asleep, Reuniclus gets 2 free hits of Psychic before we wake up to land a Flamethrower and receive a third Psychic going down to red HP. Luckily, the next Flamethrower crits to knock out Reuniclus. The rest of Caitlyn's team is down by our blazed up Flamethrowers. Our next opponent is Elite Four Marshall. Evilite helps us survive Bulldoze from throw as it goes down in a couple Flamethrowers, though the speed lowering has me concerned. Colander survives the first Flamethrower, uses its Citrus Berry before missing its Hammer Arm, and then the next Flamethrower knocks it out. Sock also survives the Flamethrower and gets payback on Solar. But a full restore and 2 Flamethrowers later knocks out Sock and Solar levels up to 98. And then Mindshell is one shot by a final Flamethrower. Now back to Chantel. We swap in leftovers to see if it makes a difference this battle. Cofferegus is one shot by Flamethrower. Golurk takes the first Flamethrower to hit Solar with a massive Earthquake. After a full restore, Hidden Power gets Golurk down to about half, and then the next Flamethrower knocks it out. Drifloon is one shot by Thunder Punch, but gets a chunk out of us with Aftermath. Chandelure is hit by Thunder Punch, getting paralyzed, heals with Citrus Berry, but then misses its Fire Blast. The next Thunder Punch nearly knocks out Chandelure, but it is struck with paralysis this turn. And then a final Thunder Punch knocks it out. Now it's time to take on the champion, Iris. Looking over her team, I'm not very hopeful on this one. Return will pull us through half of her team, and then we somehow have to survive the rest, who can likely one-shot us if given the chance. I'm gonna give Evilite a shot in the hopes that we can take a few hits here and there. Alright, let's do this. So we fail a lot. Hydreigon takes 2 returns before going down, but always lands a Surf on us as well. Aggron is then one-shot by Flamethrower, but every attempt so far gets us to Haxorus before it Dragon Dances and Earthquakes down Solar. We even try a run with leftovers to see how much it differs. It does about the same though. We are at that point in the game where type coverage against Rock is unnecessary, and I noticed that most of Iris's team, maybe all of them, are female, and our Chimchar is male. So, we teach Solar Attract. Our first go at it proved useful. I forgot to use it on our first turn against Lapras as it puts us to sleep though, but we eventually wake up and knock it out. That sets us back a little, but things are still going well. That is until we face Druidigon, who's able to knock us out with Dragon Tail. Many attempts later and we get this run in. Solar uses Attract on Haxorus, causing it to be immobilized first turn. We heal up a bit with leftovers and then land our first return on Haxorus as it Dragon Dances this turn. Even with the leftovers healing us up a little bit, a single Earthquake will take us down. Luck is on our side, however, as Haxorus remains immobilized as it goes down to return. Attract is used on Lapras, making it unable to attack. A bit of leftovers love, and Solar hits with Thunder Punch, nearly taking down Lapras in one hit, and Lapras remains immobilized. Iris uses a full restore, because why wouldn't you? But Lapras is brought right back down with Thunder Punch, because why wouldn't I? Leftovers take Solar back to full, and Thunder Punch takes Lapras down to 0. Druidigon is whammed with Attract as well, but still lands Dragon Tail. Our HP goes up with leftovers, hers goes down with life orb. Solar lands return and Druidigon still hits with Dragon Tail. Luckily it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and then the next return knocks out Iris's Druidigon, not once succumbing to Solar's charm. Archeops is then one-shot by a crit Thunder Punch, ending the battle, crowning us the champion of Unova. Alright, we did it! We managed to beat Pokemon White2 with only one Chimchar. It took some patience and a lot of luck in the end though. I hope you all enjoy these Pokemon challenges because I have more on the way. Next time? Well, I don't quite know yet. Follow me on Twitter for updates on videos and other weird stuff I'm up to. Give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe for more, and click the bell to be notified when a new video goes up. So, until then you guys, this is SolarPrimal signing out, and bye for now.